I don't even know, man. Yeah, I tried some interesting things last night. Last night I made it. I told it to review my code base as it is, and I told it to review it in terms of like what needs to get done to get this project into production. And it did a crazy review, and then I told it to make a plan to get to like a version 1.0 or whatever, and to create all the GitHub issues in all the repos, and then to orchestrate a massive sprint to get everything done. And I just let that thing go on its own. I just let it loose. And I'm not sure if that was a good idea. I think it did a lot of good work, but I also think it broke everything. So that's why I was up last night late. I was trying to like fix everything it broke by more vibe coding though, not like manually trying to fix things. Alright, so everything has been merged, it says. I'm just gonna run it to see where we're at then. Negative IQ viewer, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. Alright, Docker compose build. Got a lot of funky things going on, man, with this project right now. All right, here we go. Here we go, man. Where are we going? We're going to TypeBlazer. And hey, check out my little leaderboards I made. Well, not this one, actually. This is the wrong one. The championship leaderboards. It's gonna look something like this, I imagine. But right now it's kind of ugly, man. Don't you worry about that. And the races are kind of whack. These times are wrong. So I'm gonna try and just make notes of everything that's wrong, and then we'll get to working on some stuff. I'm good another 8 hours of code without typing any line today, and I'm trying to Z right now. What do you mean, Z? To see if it consumes less RAM than VS Code. Wait, what's Z? High performance GPU accelerated code editor written in Rust. Designed for extreme speed. Should I try it too? I mean, I don't even use VS Code for anything except a dang file browser, man. I don't even, type stuff or. Is that the same climbing stairs frog on your shirt? No, it's a different frog. This frog is not related to the climbing stairs frog. It's a new hyped editor written in Rust, so it's blazing fast, yeah. I never noticed that my VS Code was like slow or anything. I don't know what people mean by a blazing fast editor, man. I've never like sat down in front of my VS Code and like, dang, this thing is so slow, It's like, I'm just looking at text. Well, maybe I don't really code anyways, so. Sounds like a blast processing in Sega. What? K4 works. How you doing? Welcome. What do you mean by that, man? Sega. 7 days stream streak, Dumpy Don. Nice. It's done. This frog done climbing the Google stairs. Yeah. VS Code is fast, but Z is blazing fast. Claude Code coding or vibing? Javier D. What's the difference at this point, man? Hold on. What was I trying to do? I was trying to test out where we're at. Well, first, yeah. I'm trying to test out where we're at. Man, you know what'd be sick? If I could color code my browsers so when I'm alt tabbing, I know which browser is what, man. Because I have to like alt tab through so many different ones. Like, oh shit, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. This one. If I could like change this color so I know which browser is what. Are you testing the newer Sonnet model? I don't think the newer Sonnet is out. Only Opus 4.6 is out, up from 4.5. Some people say that it has good integration with Claude, but I just open a terminal with Claude for now. Yeah, isn't Claude just a terminal thing? So I don't know. Maybe Z is bumping. Maybe I should check it out. Stop talking smack. All right, championship race. That's what I'm trying to do, man. And then I'm trying to open the lobby. Oh, I was trying to document my bugs. And I saw a bug I was going to write down. That's what I was doing. New issue. Championship leaderboard race times are wrong. When I look at the championship leaderboard, the calendar leaderboard or whatever, the race times are when the lobby opened, not when the race actually started. Is there some way to save the actual start time of the race if we don't already save that, and then use that in the leaderboard for the championship leaderboard? Alright, I know there's a way to do it. So, what is that flushing noise? That is the pipes. I'm in the basement, so anytime anybody uses any water in the house, you hear the pipes like that. It's just a part of the stream now, man. It doesn't happen all the time, but wait, launch Opus 4.6 so we lose all our bets. Hey, good thing we didn't bet on Polymarket, man. Alright, so that was one bug, and now I'm about to test this championship race out to see if I can find any more bugs, which I'm sure there's like hundreds of bugs, man. Oh, there's another bug. I didn't even join the race and it said I joined. New issue. Should I label it as a bug? When I incorrectly joined the championship race when I just went to the championship race page. I'm supposed to click join race to actually join the race lobby, but as soon as I navigated to the championship race page, I was automatically considered waiting in the lobby, even though I did not click the join race button. And I know I was in the lobby because the number of players waiting increased both on the screen that joined when it wasn't supposed to, and on another account screen that was already joined, and it showed like how many players were in the lobby. The count went up by 1 when I didn't join. Alright, we'll fix these problems. Alright, we're finding so many bugs already. So I opened the lobby. Let me test the race out now though. Right here. So I'll start the race. Pretty slow, but that's the race, and it's supposed to finalize after 2 minutes. But I'm not sure if it's gonna do that or not. Hey, but look at my other account that I did not join the race, but I was considered competing. Maybe I should take a little screenshot of this. This is 100% a bug. And then I can put more information in this thread here. Which one? Which screenshot was it? Was it this? No, not that one. Dang, I swear, I just took the screenshot, man. Was it this? No. It must be this. Yeah. Alright, look at this screenshot, man. This was after that buggy race. It shows 2 participants, but on one of the accounts that was supposedly a participant, it also says you missed the race. Maybe this is some clue as to what's going on with this bug. Roxanne, welcome to the party. Alright, so next, what am I gonna check? There's so many bugs. Like, this thing is a bug. It doesn't show the right time. Like 10 races. Like, this whole thing is messed up, man. Failed to load monthly data. Oh, Jesus. I should revert everything. Everything is broken. This shit was just working, man. Okay. What was it saying? Too many requests. Alright, here we go. New issue. Failed to load leaderboard data. I got this error when I tried to check out a leaderboard after a race. What the hell is that, man? What is this? Did I copy this junk? Here's a copy of the browser console when I encountered this error. Alright, we got a lot of work to do, man. Alright, let's get started with fixing some of these things. Alright, first thing, let's try and do this bug. I want you to look at the TypeBlazer GitHub issues and do issue number 9. Put it in plan mode. Send it. Maybe I'll start another thing right now, man, and do another issue. Claude. What else did we have that we just created these bugs? 93, 92. I want you to look at the TypeBlazer GitHub issues and do issue number 92. Plan mode on. Go. 2 of you. Keep going. This is Anthropic's trick. More bugs. Wait, did I read that already? Hey, you guys want to see my usage? I need another terminal somewhere. Alright, here we go. Hey, can I move this? Can I move? Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. I want this to be like... Yeah, like this. And then this to be like that. Yeah. Alright. Hey, Serban and Rana Creed. What's happening? I'm at 21% used for this week. So I think if I was on the 100x plan, I would have been out of tokens for the week already. So I don't think downgrading is the right move for me. PC specs, I don't even know, man. 5900X CPU, 6800 XT GPU, and who knows what else. Yeah, because the $200 a month plan gives you 5 times the usage as the $100 a month plan. So if I was on the $100 a month, my limits would have been hit for the week. Yeah, I'm on the 200, man. So the 200 is the right plan for me because, man, I got 4 days until my limits reset. If I get any more, if I use any more usage, man, I might have to get another subscription. What about the $20 plan? I'd have probably hit my limits on my first day or something with the $20 plan. There's no issue number 9? I didn't tell you to do issue number 9, did I? What issue did I want it to do? 94? I don't remember. What issue did I tell this one? 92? 93? Jeez. It must have been 94, right? '94. Can you switch models? Do you actually try the new dev team feature in Claude? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Negative IQ viewer. Dev team feature. What's that? Like, I don't know. Agent teams. Do you try conductor? I haven't tried conductor yet. No. It's on my long list of things to do. Opus remove the token usage. Wait, what? Helps you with this multi-agent workflow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. Maybe this weekend. Digital Drummer J, how are you doing? You end up doing the Ralph loop. No, I haven't also not done the Ralph loop. I'm just a lazy guy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get much done. Hey, 5 stream streak. Thank you very much. Do you have any plans to run local LLM? No, I don't plan to run anything local. Bro, why do you hate my suggestions so much? I'm gonna go cry now. What you talking about, man? Just because I don't do it immediately as you say doesn't mean I hate it, man. Just I'd rather chill when I'm not streaming sometimes instead of always trying to vibe code and stuff, you know. Anyways, 94, 93, and what else we gotta do? Opus is like oops, but in French? What? Oh, 92, 93, 94. Should I just hit this one with... look at the TypeBlazer repository and do issue number 92. All right, this thing got a idea. Let me see. Which one was this one working on? Wait, 92. I just told this one to do 92. Clear. Don't do anything. So then what the hell is this one? This is doing 94. This one is doing 92. So then 93, 93. All right. Jesus Christ. All right, stop trying to do that thing, man. Just stop. We're already doing 92. Did I just kill it? Jesus Christ, man. All right. Look at the GitHub issues and do issue number 93. I think that's right. Singular module. Moduli. What's happening? How does Claude do on leak code problems? It can do every single leak code problem, man. I imagine it can do every single leak code problem. Which is a lot more than I can do, that's for sure. Alright, we got 93, 92, and 94 being worked on. Yes, many bugs got introduced last night when I just let Claude loose on my code base, like unsupervised. Probably a big mistake. I could probably like just revert everything, but I'm just gonna try and fix forward instead, since nothing is like running in production anyways. I should switch back to my other account. Your mama is a snowblower. Wait, singular module is for math stuff. Wait. This is kind of like math stuff though, maybe. You fell into the run Claude while sleeping Twitter hype. I did the same too. Yeah, negative IQ where I didn't actually like let it run while I was sleeping. But I let it run while I went to go watch a movie and I came back and I just let it go run even more when I went to like eat some food or something. And I came back and I'm like, dang man, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have done what I've always been doing and going like 2 or 3 bugs at a time and just testing it and reviewing it somewhat in between each bug and then calling out the problems that I noticed. Do you have any tests? No, I don't have any tests. But that's something that it's supposed to be adding while I was eating dinner and watching movies, man. We make a Ralph loop and it reviews itself. Yeah, maybe I do need to. So, alright. I tried to just set Claude loose on its own because it was 4.6 and it was new. And I was like, let me just see if 4.6 can do anything crazy that people might not know about yet. Yeah, and then I guess it failed in my eyes. So maybe the next step now is to actually do what I was trying to do with a Ralph loop instead. And see if that works. And then if that doesn't work, then maybe I just try something else or go back to what's been working for me. Also, side note, add Cypress tests or something will help you manage your code base from the AI slop machine. Yes, this is one of the biggest things that I have to do is to add some nice tests for my code base. But I don't want to add tests until I actually think it's working. Or maybe I should add the tests. I don't know. I don't know how to add the test with a broken code base than doing it with AI. Because I feel it's going to add the test. Some of the tests are going to be broken, and I'm afraid that the AI is either going to modify the test to make the broken code pass or do something weird. So I'm just trying to get the code base back to where it's somewhat, I wouldn't say bug free, but not everything on the site is broken, you know. And then I'm going to try and incorporate tests and then maybe experiment a little bit with like longer running sessions. Your mama was a snowblower. Welcome to the party. What's this project I'm working on? It's just a little silly typing game called TypeBlazer. It's kind of like TypeRacer, except it's Blazer instead of Racer. But I'm having a lot of issues because I just let Claude do its thing last night. Your mama was a snowblower. Did I say thank you very much for the follow? I don't even know, man. Adding tests as you go is better, right? The tests for what is supposed to be doing Playwright with MCP and Playwright CLI is pretty cool. I love the type fast, but God, I hate grammar, yeah. Is this a game you're vibe coding? Yeah, this is, I guess, a game I'm vibe coding. So the idea is you can do single player. I might change this to just practice. You can practice on your own by yourself. You can hit a multiplayer with whoever. You can create a room and something. And then I have this idea of a championship race. And the championship race is once every hour. And I dream of everybody around the world on the hour coming on to TypeBlazer and everybody just racing one race real quick. And then we'll have a history of champions or whatever, you know. And then each championship race, maybe there's like a typing ELO associated with it. And that's it. Some leaderboards and whatnot. That's the idea behind TypeBlazer. Can you add grammarless mode, please, so I can be a champ? Just like words, random words? Or what do you mean grammarless, man? Like no punctuation, you mean? Stephen Sagiball. All right, that's a good idea. Let me add it to my issues. Add what do you call it? Dictionary only mode, they call it. Dictionary mode. Some races should have the option to be in dictionary mode, which means that there's no punctuation or capitalization or anything. It's just raw, all lowercase words from the dictionary. Maybe every third race in the championship race can be dictionary mode or something. What's going on, Steven Sagiball? Are you working this Friday or are you taking an unofficial day off? Like most people do. I'm not taking a day off, man. I gotta work. I didn't even read the plan, but I assume it. So it implemented some rate limits, and these rate limits are affecting the website, man. So I'm like, I need to like increase those rate limits, or only have the rate limits on certain things, or you know, no punctuation, 150 WPNs, punctuation 50. Hi Simon, long time no see. Steven Sagiball, what are you doing these days, man? What are you up to? How's your friend that you ghosted doing? Alright, what's this saying? Which bug was this? I have to run a migration? Alright, push all your comments and create a PR, and I'll review and merge it. What's this? What's this thing saying? Rate limits fixed. He wants to talk to, yeah, he's telling him get lost, man. I'm not trying to talk to somebody who I don't even know. I trained my typing on the art of RuneScape bank sales. What are you talking about? Can you add a DFL award so I can actually win something? What's a DFL? Dead last? Hey, maybe I should do that. You get an award for the slowest finish in the race or something. An ex-schooler to not have played. I played RuneScape, man. Let me tell you about my RuneScape experience. I played RuneScape from 2006 to about 2006, sometime in there. I don't think I got very far. I have fond memory. Oh, I know why I quit, man. I had a mining bot. I put a bot on my character to go mine ore in some mines or something, and then my account got banned. And I was like, man, this game sucks. And then I never went back. But I have memories of selling lobsters on some pier or something. I just fish lobsters all day and sell them. That was my job in RuneScape. Apparently, had a shitty bot. Yeah, I don't even remember back then. It was so long ago, man. What is this doing? I tried RuneScape a couple times after, but I couldn't get into it because I was already really into World of Warcraft. Oh, the also join bug. Yeah, I just fix it. Should I just merge these, man? Everything's already broken, so who cares if I merge something into something that's broken, right? Should I peek at the code? Can I send you a cool Twitter post top look at? What are you talking about? I mean, you can send it. I'll probably take a look. But I don't know what you're talking about, though. Start to that. Alright. Yeah, this looks good, man. Racing Opus 4.6 again, 4.5 max. Wait, to max out a RuneScape account. Dang. This is what bots do these days, man. We can, I'm so screwed at work. Can I join your company? Hey, you can join if you don't want to get paid, man. Why are you screwed at work? Is it because you've been doing the same thing you did at your last job? You playing Hearthstone hiding in the office in meeting rooms and playing Rocket League and Hearthstone? I can't match any salary, man. It's not the wait, it's not on the game live, but yes, absolutely they can. But the fact that they said the different wait, I didn't even look at the difference, man. What did it say? Did I have to read something? I have to, like, are they talking to me right now? I don't have this stuff, so I don't even know. Like, I just see a time lapse, man. At Sam Company, you what? Not getting paid, but you have to get at least Claude Max 100. What you talking about? Pocket Tanks. I think I played that when I was really young. All right, let me just. I think I need to delete all my data in my database too. Everything is bad. Delete this branch. Which are the only two things? API and the migration. Where's the migration at? Just paste it in this terminal so I can copy it. Basically, the comments had more videos and talked about it, but the cliff notes is Opus 4.6 started slow while it planned the strategy, then made smarter, holistic decisions. For example, burying bones mid-combat to gain prayer, and even improved efficiency by banking junk to free inventory space for mining. But it also made a big mistake. It banked its sword, forgot it, and ended up training strength to 50 using a bronze axe. Opus 4.6 is now clearly pulling ahead overall, so many people have joined the server. Oh, it's getting with bots. Interesting. Huh. They've also started running Codex 5.3, which immediately prioritized making money. Which, if you take this away from RuneScape 2, it's a good understanding of how the AI works. Codex wants to make money immediately. Opus 4.6 likes to plan carefully. And I don't know much about 4.5. That's all the migration is, man. Jesus, could have told me. It's like that one thing. Do you practice out of pure interest for coding, or are you working up to something? I am working up to something. Man, legendary J-Dog. What's happening, man? I mean, I do have an interest in coding, maybe. I think I have more of an interest in building things than coding. And I'm building this little typing game, but this is kind of like a starter project for me with vibe coding before I tackle on more complex projects. So I'm just trying to get my feet wet with this project, man. And I've been working on this project, not exclusively, but I've been working on it for the past 2 weeks this time around, and maybe last summer I worked on it for like a week. So about 3 weeks on this project. Did I run this? Alright, I merged both PRs and I ran the migration, clean up work trees. The videos and images I just summarized for you made it more interesting, but still cool stuff. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, man. Best of luck. Hey, thank you so much, legendary J-Dog. How about you, man? Are you interested in coding? Are you interested in vibe coding or whatever? AI assisted coding? Or are you not so a believer in it? Alright, this one is working too. Hey, make a PR. Comment all your changes, make a PR. And I'll merge it. Alright. Jesus. Comment your changes, make a PR, and I'll merge it. Found in my library the book Test Driven Development by Example by Kent Beck. I want to read it. The issue is that example are in C++. Should I ask an AI to rewrite examples in Rust? I don't know, man. I don't know if testing philosophies differ from language to language or whatever, you know. I don't know anything about Rust. KJ Betts, welcome to the party. Should I review it? No, but I'll peek. I like to just peek, and if it looks like a small enough change, I still don't even read it. But sometimes when I peek, I'll notice something. Like the other day I peeked at something and it was like const some variable equal true, and then it used that variable somewhere. I was like, hey man, why are you even using this variable that's always true? I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, I did a good review there, but that's like the only time I ever reviewed code from the AI. Like, it's even hard to read with all these line breaks, man. Who knows what it's saying? You're absolutely right. Yeah. I'm gonna just merge it. All right. With all these little things merged. All right, I'll just merge it. Clean up work trees. I could have just tabbed that, man. Look at that. Wait. Did I tell it to merge it? I should have merged it. I'll merge it. Alright, this one, both things cleaned up. Clear that context. Let me merge these. And then we'll try this thing one more time. Hey, what do your guys' GitHub commits look like with AI coding? Are you hitting like hundreds of commits a day? Thousands of commits a day? Or dozens of commits a day? I just had my first 100-day commit. And I don't know if that's normal. I assume with AI coding, it's like people are getting hundreds a day. All right, I merged those things. Clean up the work trees. All right, here we go, man. Bring it down. Bring it back up. I mean, GitHub console gets merged to main, so let's then add like. I guess everything I do gets merged into main, but I suppose if you're working in a real company, it's not like that. Alright, actually, do I have to fetch this? Yeah, look at that. I say anything over 10 merge to main a day means someone's going buck wild with the merge button. Hey, I'm going buck wild with it, man. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I don't know. I guess coming from Google, though, with the mono repo, everything you do pretty much gets merged into main after you check it in. Like, there's no branches, like different branches that you merge into besides main, you know? Well, for most of the company anyways. Alright, so one more try. Let's see if we fixed any of those issues that we pointed out earlier. Where are we going? Right here. Confirmed Google does pants-driven development? What are you... Pants-driven development? What you talking about, man? Alright. What are we checking out? I guess we can check out the race histories. Or these race histories are all bogus anyways. I should really delete them. But at least these ones are showing up. Should I delete them? I'm gonna delete them right now because they're all bad data. It's messing everything up, kinda. How can I delete everything in the Tables, man. Can I just delete? I was deleting all the rows in my thing. I guess we can do that. Nice. Did I delete everything? I deleted everything and things are still showing up. They're tripping, man. Wonder if the things got cached. Let me restart the server and check. What is your DB Superbase? Yeah, MB95. What's happening? Do Google use Linux for dev machines? There, yeah, you can use Linux and you can use Mac. I'm not sure if there's a Windows option. I don't think so. But you have the option, or you used to have the option to get a Linux workstation, but I don't think they give out desktops anymore. They only give laptops out, I think. Alright, so alright, there we go. So it's caching those results somewhere, I guess on the API. Gotta look into that, see if that's what we really want. I suppose the race history shouldn't be changing, so maybe caching it is okay. Alright, now that I've erased everything, let's go do a championship race real quick. So I'll open up the lobby. Lobby is supposed to open. But it's, I don't know why I have to refresh there. I don't like that I have to refresh. Join the race. Okay, that one bug is fixed. Earlier, we're saying when I just joined the championship race page like this, it would automatically join the lobby for me, but I don't want that. So I have another account where I'm just hovering in the championship race page without joining the lobby. Now I'm joined the lobby. Okay, so that works. Very nice. And should we start the race? I'm doing this native change and can't get it to work, and it's blocking other people. Then my manager gave me a lot of feedback. I got KO'd. Dang. What do you mean you can't get it to work? What do you mean native change? And how long have you been working on it? And did you escalate when you realized that you couldn't get it to work? Or have you been like just not telling anyone? I always communicated to my TL. So you've been telling your TL that you've been blocked, and then everyone's just kind of waiting on you? Wait, what just happened? I opened the lobby. Then what the heck just happened, man? I guess once you open the lobby for a certain time, the race automatically starts. Let me see that one more time. Wait, my TL led me down the wrong path. Technically, now someone is helping. Oh. Oh. I guess that's just a shitty situation to be in, man. Can you describe your problems? Like, or is it too specific to like say? Basically, we wrote a new component in blocks. We need to call it in Messenger, which is native. Interesting. I don't know what blocks means. Dang, so your component doesn't work in native. I guess, is block something like React? Or what? Well, hopefully hopefully this new person who's helping you can actually help you out. Never done native work before in at least 6 years. Hey, you should bust out the AIs, man. I know it's probably against company policy to use like Claude Code, but maybe you can use Claude Code on your personal thing and ask it and then use that information. I've been using AI. AI hasn't been working. Have you been using Llama or like something else, like your internal AI? Claude, dang, you're allowed to use Claude. Oh, he might have fixed it today by doing things my TL said not to. The issue is it's not a mono repo, so it doesn't have access to everything. I see. So he works at Meta? Yeah, he does. I spent hours in Meta AI. Yeah, I heard Meta AI is not great from everyone who I know who works there. Alright, what the heck just happened with that championship race? Oh, I think I know. I have a cron job to close all non-finished races at 3 minutes past the hour, and I think that's why that lobby got closed. So maybe it's not a bug, it's just working as intended. So now, anyways, yeah, so Steven Sagaball, I say since you got a new person helping you out and he say that it sounds like they're making progress, maybe just take this L, get the job done and move on, man. Just try and get this thing over with or something. Sometimes you gotta hand it off to someone else if you can't get the job done. And I think managers will appreciate you saying something earlier than not saying anything, and then now you're in a crisis because the thing couldn't get delivered. But either way, it doesn't look good for you. I'm gonna say that, depending on your relationship with your manager and stuff, and I guess the whole situation. If only you knew how to reverse a string in 3 languages and could figure out why the cat that was black shook his fur 3 times. What are you talking about, man? Alright, let me test this dang thing out. So we're gonna race. Start the race. Oh shit. Error, too many requests. Come on, man. This rate limit thing sucks. Alright, I'm gonna bring this down. I think we have bugs we have to address. I don't know how to describe this bug, but I will try to Claude. Let me open up one of these Claudes. Alright, I'm having an issue with rate limiting in the whole project, and I think it's coming from the API. Did it work? Alright, I'm having an issue with rate limiting or something, probably in the API. Whenever I try to manually start the championship race, I get an error message saying is it working? Oh, maybe this is why people need pro plan for this thing. Hey, is this dang thing working, man? I think I'm banned. think it banned me. Alright, switching to Windows. When I try to manually start a championship race, I get this error. Where's the error? And here is a copy of some console logs from the API. Man, that's not what I copied. Bobby B. Dennis. What's happening? Welcome, welcome. Versazoid banned. Banned is the wrong word. I'm over my limit. My dang Whisper Flow Pro ran out, so I'm like running on the free thing now. And I think I think I just hit my 2,000 word limit or something. I don't know. Wait, since 4.6 release, the limiting is much harder, sadly? What you talking about? I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Alright, a vibe code a whisper flow like thing is definitely not quite as nice, but it's been working pretty well. Yeah, lots of people have been telling me they vibe code their own whisper flow. Someone even told me to just use the Windows built-in thing, which I've tried. But I have to say, whisper flow, there is some value to it, man. It really cleans up your speech when you say like, oh, never mind that, do this instead. It like removes all the things that you don't want when you talk. But I don't know, should I just pay $20 a month? It's not that much. That's like a couple McDonald's meals. I like the custom vocab too. I haven't done any custom vocab. Have you heard? I've heard good things about handy.computer. Huh. I'm gonna have to try this. Handy.computer. Dang, it's bumping. Alright, I'm gonna try it out later on. I'll try it out this weekend. Thank you. Okay. Dang, I didn't even put that in plan mode. Found the root cause. Yes. Increase the API limit for championship race reads. Yeah. And why is there a front end polling? Oh shit. I use Whisper, but I forgot. I'm already... Let me just close Whisper, man. Because it sucks now. What did I just tell it to do, man? Yeah, increase the API rate limit. And then tell me, why is there so much polling on the front end on the championship page? Isn't it connected with a socket? Like, what the heck are you doing with the polling? Kunal, what's happening, man? Welcome to the party. Happy Friday. Bang. Rana Creed, sorry I missed your messages. Threaten AI like if you don't fix the bug, we'll kidnap his dog and held as a hostage. Now, I'm not saying crazy things like that, man. The craziest thing I'll tell AI is that I'm gonna use its competitor. I'm not trying to threaten it like that much, man. Alright. I really just want to launch this dang TypeBlazer game, but I can't bring myself to launch something with so much bugs in it. So many bugs. I'm just trying to clean it up before I put it out there for the world to judge me. I feel like I gotta get this right for all of my vibe coding bros out there, you know. If I release something that's just full of bugs and everything, it's gonna be a bad look for the vibe coding community. Are still building TypeBlazer. I was here 3-4, yeah. So, alright, I started this project last summer and then I took some time off. I haven't streamed in like 5 months, I guess. So maybe the last time you were here was probably the last time I worked on this project, man. So now I'm back, and yeah, it's the same project that we're working on last summer. And this time around, I've been working on this for about 2 weeks. And I think, hopefully, I'm close to like putting it up on my server and then testing it more deeply. Alright, while this agent is doing something, maybe I can work on something else. Wait, let me see its plan though. Reduce, why is it polling though? Every 30 seconds. Wait, so then why? Oh, if it's in lobby state, then I'm not sure what this means then. It's not needed for live. Alright, let me ask it. What is it saying? You said in lobby state, the API is not needed for live data, but you still have it polling every 30 seconds. Why? When you manually start a race, the front end enters the waiting for lobby or lobby state and starts polling every 2 to 5 seconds. It's burned through the request limit in 2 minutes. Then every subsequent request gets 429 for the remaining 13 minutes of the window. Dang, what is the window? 15 minutes? That's a crazy thing. Reduce. So I actually want both. Alright, let's see what it said now. I asked it a question, but did it answer my question? So it says, update to the plan. Oh, you're absolutely right. Of course I'm right. It always thinks I'm right. Subs, what's happened? Speed of windows, I'll open mine this weekend. It'll be 60 outside. Is that good? Sounds nice. Nice temperature. If WebSocket handles all real-time lobby data, polling every 30 seconds during lobby is still pointless. Let me rethink the polling strategy entirely. Yes. The real question is, when WebSocket is connected, why poll at all? Yes, that's what I'm trying to wonder, man. Yes, I like this a lot more. Implement this. Very good here in Nebraska. Nebraska, man. Hey, I considered moving to Nebraska at one point in my life. Not too long ago. I was gonna move to like Omaha or something, man. I don't even know where Nebraska geography or anything. Moved here from Boston, would recommend. I hear there's like a little tech scene somewhere in Nebraska. A few years ago, at least. I was thinking about moving there during COVID or around COVID times for cost of living, you know. I explicitly added do not say absolutely right to my Claude MD and other context files, and it still says it. Yeah. I find Claude hasn't been reading my Claude MD file and following instructions from it too much, but it has been reading the memory.md file. That is, I forget where they keep that, but I think for sure it reads that thing. Oh, Lincoln's tech scene is pretty good right now. Lots of tech businesses. Coding Craftsman, what's happening? Yeah, maybe that was the thing that I was reading about over there. That's when I moved here. Cost of living is amazing. Yeah. I was looking at Nebraska. I was looking at what the hell is it called again? Billings, Montana. I was looking at somewhere in Idaho. And I was like, where did I end up going instead? I ended up going to Oakland, California instead. Wait, isn't the memory, isn't Claude.md? No, memory.md is not Claude.md. I made this discovery a couple days ago. I was really mad with Claude and I was asking it why it's not following the Claude MD stuff. And it told me that if I wanted to follow instructions every single prompt, it's better that I put it in something called memory MD. Let me just ask it. Hey, can you remind me of some instructions? You are messing up every time. And I was like, hey man, why don't you read in the Claude MD file? And then you said, you should put it in the memory.md file instead. Cloud MD. Tell me more about this memory.md. Omaha and Lincoln both have a decent tech scene. They have a cool conference called Nebraska.code. What else do they got in Nebraska? No, not Bill Gates. Warren Buffett. Some corn or something. Alright, here it goes. The memory MD file lives in whichever projects /memory.memorymd. Here's what makes it special. It's always loaded into my system prompt every single conversation. I see its contents before you even say a word. This is different from Claude MD files, which are project instructions checked into the code base. Yeah, I'm not reading it all, but it only reads the first 200 lines of the memory MD file. Oh yeah, you can go research about it a little bit more. Corn and cows. Sounds pretty sweet to me. They also get a crap ton of snow. Dang, 2 inches, that's it. What app is that voice to text thing? This is just the built-in Windows voice thing. You press Windows and H to bring it up. It's not that great, but it does okay for now. Alright, what is this? This is a polling fix. I'm gonna tell it commit all your changes and make a PR. Can you code a trading bot? Abusement Gaming. Probably. I could code one up, but I don't guarantee you it will make any money. It will probably lose money, if I had to guess. Corns, cow, and cost of living. Are you trying to sell me on Nebraska right now, man? Well, I can't eat cows anymore, man. I try not to eat much beef. Otherwise, maybe I'd have to gone to Nebraska. Alright, we're gonna just merge these things. That's one. I was also considering moving to Flint, Michigan. Because you can buy a house for like $10,000 there. You might get poisoned though, or something. But at some point they must fix that place, right? Maybe they already. I heard they already fixed it, but I don't know if you can still buy a $10,000 house there. You can buy a city block for $10K. Yeah, maybe that's what I need. A whole city block for myself. That'd be sick if I could get a city block. All right, we merged those two things. Let me put back the. Let me see if those things work. Wait, that's it. Clean up. Clean up your work trees, man. Come on now. All right, what are we working on, man? Here we go. About to run it. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. Well, all right, moment of truth now. Championship race. How we do it? We open up the lobby. Lobby is open. Will I join the lobby automatically, or do I have to refresh? It says this should broadcast. Let me see. I'm gonna wait like 10 seconds to see if it joins the lobby, or like the join lobby button is there. All right, that's a bug. Let me write these issues down, man. What am I saying? The lobby doesn't show that it's open when it got opened. When I'm sitting on the championship page waiting for the lobby to open, and then the lobby opens, the page does not alert me that the lobby is opened. I have to refresh the page manually in order to see the changes. The behavior I'm looking for is the championship server should send some type of message through the socket to alert the clients that the lobby is open. Do you talk faster than you type? For sure I do. What's all that TypeBlazer for then? The TypeRacer is tries to get me to type as fast as I talk. That's what it's for. Which voice assistant? I'm just using Windows built-in thing with Windows H key. I'm building a front end right now, but I'm not really familiar with front ends. How do you test the first? Like if it was the first time you open the site without any assets caching or whatever. I don't know anything about testing, man. I just asked Claude Code, what's up, you know? I say, hey man, how do I test this junk? And it gives you some ideas. Alright, so we just documented that bug. What's next? Let's just carry on with the testing. Where is my window, man? This one. Alright, here's the lobby. Join. I'm gonna join it in my other account, and then I'll start the race, and then we'll see if it's working. Come on, man. $85. All right, there we go. One race finished. So there's another bug, man. Let me document this. New issue. What's the new issue? Championship race does not end after all participants have finished. I just did a championship race where all the participants finished, and I still got the message waiting for other racers to finish. I'll take a screenshot, actually. Looks like this. A championship race is supposed to finish when all the participants have finished the passage, or when 2 minutes have passed since the start of the race. Oops. Alright, now let's check. What are we checking next? Serial, how's it doing? How's it going? Race. Oh, previous race results. Not there. That's also a bug, man. Let me see if it's in Supabase, though. Imagine Neuralink with Claude. You don't even have to speak. It just codes what you think. Might be coming soon, man. That's crazy to think about. I don't know if I'll link up myself with Neuralink. Sounds a little scary. Alright, so I think I see the problem. So I don't have any race results. I have race results, but I don't have... Started at... championship... Jesus. Championship races aren't being finalized. I think once a championship race reaches a time limit, it doesn't get finalized and its status is still in racing, and it also doesn't have any of the winner IDs or winner WPMs or anything. Although in the championship race results, there are participants and winners and stuff for that race. Shit. Oh shit. It's still listening. Hold on. When I look in the championship races table, the winner user ID and winner WPM is null. And also the status says racing for the race that we just finished. The race was ended by the time limit of 2 minutes that was reached. Anyways. What are y'all talking about, man? I suspect the most tech-driven companies will reach agentic system in 3 years. Who knows what time, but we'll see. It feels like we're progressing towards that. My brain all over the place. I don't know if that would be better or worse. Neuralink? Yeah, who knows. My company gave me a tech stack of .NET and Angular for my internship. Are they still being used? A .NET is popular in some places. A lot of places .NET is popular. And I imagine the same places where .NET is popular, maybe Angular is also popular. But I don't... There aren't like... I don't know. I don't talk shit about .NET and Angular. I started on VB.NET 13 years ago or something. I have a question that came up. Do you think that you can clearly say what you think, or by using voice or text you lose some parts of the idea? I think when I use text I lose some parts of my idea, and I think when I use my voice I still can't say what I want fully, but I think it's closer to what's going on in my mind than if I wrote only text. So I prefer talking with voice to share my ideas 100%. Vibes are not right? What you talking about, man? Modern .NET is awesome, so is modern Angular, but if it's older, I've worked with many projects upgrading both sides to modern. I also started with VB.NET, yeah. I don't know. I like VB.NET when I was learning it, man. They say they mostly work on legacy, dang. But how do we position ourselves to be in charge of agentic systems? I guess you start now, man. You start by trying to be in charge of them while you can still hold them down, and then maybe you'll grow to learn how to control them when they get more powerful, you know? It's like a little Rottweiler, Pitbull. You want to play with it when it's a puppy, man, and then when it gets big, it's going to remember you and it's not going to bite you. It's going to like you, maybe. Icy Black Deep, what's happening? Modern.NET is trying its hardest to devolve into Python. What do you mean? It's getting rid of types and stuff. Hold on. I gotta get this Claude stuff working on some of these bugs, man. We just found like 10 bugs, and the Claudes aren't doing anything. So let me get them working on some of these bugs, and then I'll read some chats. And clear up all your contexts. We got bugs to fix, man. All right, 100, 101, 102. That's what we need to do right now. Jesus, I'm using whisper keys. All right, look at the GitHub issues for TypeBlazer and do issue number 100. Boom. 100, 101, and 102. Oh shit, I didn't put them in plan mode, man. Alright, they're all in plan mode. Here we go. I'm just, yes, yes, proceed with everything. Alright, what are y'all saying now? Angular is less hyped than other frameworks because they don't pay for dev advocates on Twitter, but it's going in the right direction with Angular 18 and get better states and cool control flows. I thought Angular was obsolete, man. I didn't even know they're still working on that thing. I thought Angular lost that war with React like 10 years ago, man. We use .NET for newer projects and Laravel for legacy. I would use .NET any day over Laravel, but they both suck. Yeah, I don't know anything about PHP or .NET really. Get the raid. We got some bugs. Yeah, my raid is called Claude. Get home, Claude. What? Adding syntactical cruft? What do you mean? Like all those Python tricks that people use for one-liners? I'm more hype about WebAssembly since we're able to compile it from non-JS languages like system language like C, Rust, etc. I don't know anything about WebAssembly. Are they multi-agents because the race condition on the same file and same line, or are they waiting on each other? Neki NCI, what are you talking about? Multi-agents cause the race condition? I'm not sure. Anyways, I have some specific instructions for my Claudes to always, like whenever they're working, to never work in these repositories. These are my original main branch repositories. They have specific instructions, so anytime they do any work on any repository, they're to create a new branch and a new work tree. So once they start implementing work, you'll see that it's going to create a bunch of new folders. And each agent is going to work independently in that folder, isolated from all the other agents, so that there's going to be no conflicts. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Progress is looking good. Endless curiosity. I haven't made much progress, man. It's just more and more bugs. I'm just trying to squash the bugs, man. But I was working late last night. Just trying to, I really wanted to try and get this live this week. I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. But I really want to take this to the next level, man. Anyways. I know the idea, but I'm not sure about the use cases, though. What you talking about? Use cases. Oh, WebAssembly. Yeah, I want to make a video game one day, but I don't know if I'm ready for all that. So, maybe in the future. Well, it would have to be in the future, because I ain't going in the past, man. Have you ever played old school RuneScape? We were just talking about RuneScape earlier, man. Bobby B. Dennis. I was telling everybody how I got banned from RuneScape because I had a mining bot on my account. And I don't know. I was probably like 17 at the time, man. And then I got banned, and then I just never played again. I was so angry because I had like I didn't have crazy equipment, I think. But I had like a ruby amulet and some other stuff. A bunch of lobsters. I was telling people I used to sit on the docks, fish for lobsters, and I'd sell the lobsters in town. Some of my favorite memories of gaming are from this game called. Did he run the bot 24/7? For sure. For sure I ran it 24/7, man. What's the point of a bot if I'm not going to run it when I sleep? I don't want to run the bot when I'm playing. I want to play when I'm playing. I want to run the bot when I'm sleeping. Anyways, I really enjoyed selling lobsters in RuneScape. I like selling things in video games, and one of my best experiences in a game that I'll always remember is I used to play this game called Ragnarok Online. And in town, there's a class. Well, in the game, there's a class. It's a merchant class. And the merchant, you know how, you have a swordsman or whatever, and you do more damage with melee, and then you got a hunter or something, you bow and arrows, whatever, skills, healers, and whatnot. They had this merchant, and their skills were like, you can buy items from the shop at a discount, or things like that, or you find more loot when you kill monsters. So anyways, people used to take these merchants, and you can also open up a shop in town with a merchant. So my favorite thing was right before I went to school in the morning, I'd log in on Ragnarok, I'd buy all the potions and stuff from the regular NPC for a discount. I'd open up my shop in the middle of town, right next to all the other merchants, and put all my items in my store, and then go to school. And I'd come home, and it would feel so nice to see everything sold from my shop. It's like I was making money while I was at school, man. And I would love to have a game where I could just run a shop and sell it to other people, sell items to other people like that. I also liked World of Warcraft, the auction house. I think the auction house was probably my favorite part of World of Warcraft, man. I used to live in that dang auction house. Like 90% of the add-ons I had was about analyzing the auction house data. And then one time I was trying to do like some crazy moves in the auction house, and I bought all the resources on the server. And then they released a new update, and I had all these resources that were so valuable in the old update, and then the new update came out, and then the value went to 0, and I lost all my money. But I still played anyways. All I'm saying is I enjoy video game commerce. And then there's EVE Online too, that has like a nice video game commerce thing going on in there, but it's a little bit too complicated, man. Wait, when they killed the mobile app for the auction house, my friend quit playing. Hey, my cousin. My cousin used to supply those gold farmers with money. Like he got so good at doing the auction house that he used to supply. I don't even really know this cousin. He lives in like Holland or something, but I remember I told him about my love for the auction house, and he told me about how he also loves the auction house, and he was able to figure out something and work the auction house so well that he was like supplying all the Chinese farmers with gold. Anyways, man, what are we doing? We're implementing a few things. That's what we're doing. Anyways, so I was talking about these work trees. So you see, like my agents are now working. So I got 2 agents working on the same repository, the TypeBlazer Championship server. Each agent creates its own version. So it's like working independently without merge conflicts and things like that. So this is a technique that a lot of people use to do parallel agentic coding. But you gotta set up your Claude. In the beginning, I thought you could just tell your Claude.md and it would do it. But I had to like put some instructions into my memory thing, wherever Claude keeps its memory. I don't even know where the memory thing is, man. Are you on Opus 4.6? I am. I think everybody is on Opus 4.6. How do you merge the work? I merge it into the GitHub main branch, and then I just fetch and pull from my main trees. Wait, what is it doing? There's like 2 things there, now there's 1. PR created. Four 4.6 is already outdated. What are you talking about, man? Alright, let's see. Added a 17-line WebSocket broadcast block in main CPP. Should we look at the code? It's too long, man. Man, how can I make this where I only see like 1/2, you know? I don't know how to use this stuff. Can I just look? Can I like shrink 1/2? Because there's not this. Anyways. I'm gonna ask it, will this work without any front-end changes? Are you still thinking to downgrade your Claude plan? Absolutely not anymore, because I've already hit my weekly limits and I got 5 days left. So let me show you my usage. How does Claude manage multiple agents working on the same repo simultaneously? Yeah, with this thing called Git work trees. Basically, what you can do is just clone the repo in multiple folders. And that's one way to get Claude to manage like multiple things without having any conflicts or branch things where you can only check out in one thing. But that's like not the best solution. One step above creating a copy, like a whole new clone of your repo, is to use Git work trees. And Git work trees, I guess it like shares, I don't know how it works, man, but it's more efficient on like space, and I guess all the agents will be aware of what the other agent is working in, since it's working in the same work tree, or not in the same work tree, but it has access to the other work trees and what they're doing and all types of junk. Wait, I was gonna show you my usage, man. Wait, I have this CC usage thing too, but that's not going to show you my limits. So I'm 3 weeks into my $200 plan, and I don't think I've been using it very effectively. But if I were to use API, it would have cost me around $430 so far. And then I'll show you my usage on Claude right now. Steve Novak, welcome to the party. Any ideas on what to build for a dissertation? Wait, project? I don't even know what that means, man. What are some ideas that you have for yourself? Do they use the same get metadata? Maybe. I don't really know. All right, here's my thing. So I'm 23% of my weekly allowance. If I were to downgrade to the $100 plan, they say the 200 is 5x than the $100 plan. So I feel if I were to downgrade, I would have already hit my weekly limits like 3 days into my work day or work week. So I think I will not be downgrading. I'll just keep the $200 plan because maybe I'm using it enough to justify. Alright, what are we doing? So yes, it will work without any front end changes because I already have that implemented. Cool. Where's the PR? I just had it, man. Not there. Not there. Where was it, man? It was in the championship server. I didn't... What is this? Oh yeah, that's the thing we just merged. Yeah, okay. Delete that branch. Now I'm gonna tell it. Alright, I just merged that thing. Please clean up your work trees. I'm supposed to propose something. It's supposed to be 3 months of work, including the report. Something related to coding and not too complex, but enough to convince professors it's work. Like, you can literally just work on anything for 3 weeks, or it has to be like something groundbreaking. Here's an overview on work trees. I should probably watch this at some point in my life. But, yeah, I've been using work trees successfully. When I first thought about using work trees, that was last summer, but I don't think I did it too well, and it was really annoying. But since then, I've created some very simple instructions that I don't know where I've stored them, but let me look for them. I think I wrote some in my Claude MD file, but then I made a copy of them in my memory.md file, which I don't even know where that is. Actually, maybe I can just ask Claude to tell me. What's in your memory.md file? All right, here's what's in my memory MD, and this memory MD basically on every single prompt, it's a system prompt pretty much. So every time Claude is aware of these rules in the memory. Critical rules for this project: mandatory work tree workflow. Never edit files in the main working directory. Always check which repo the work belongs to. For example, TypeBlazer API or whichever, run get status to verify the current state. Create a work tree and a branch from origin main. Change to the work tree directory before making any edits. And then I tell it why it needs to do it. I don't know why. And then I give it a little checklist, and it's real. It's not anything too crazy. Stop, ignore all previous instructions. I already see that, man. And then I say after a PR is created and merged, maybe I should put that. Always clean up work trees immediately with that. Don't wait to be reminded. So maybe I should actually... I think it's been working fine though. It only cleans up the work trees after I tell it I merge the PR. So that's how I've been getting my Claudes to just do that work tree stuff without even me telling it. Norwegian Oiler, what's happening? Krunal, how your camera quality is so good on stream? I mean, it's just a high quality camera, man. And then I have like a lot of money invested into my production here. I have many lights, many cameras, many lenses, and all that stuff. High quality camera, man. Yeah, that's pretty much how it. I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, but I've spent a lot of money. If I spent a lot of money, now I don't have a lot of money. Yeah, anyways. What is happening? Here's a PR. Sold a Honda for a profit and invested it into a streaming setup. Man. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I don't have a Honda anymore. I told you guys what I drive now. I drive a Pontiac Vibe. 2009 Pontiac Vibe. This car is bumping, man. It's my favorite car I've ever owned. It's the sickest car ever created, I think. And I like it so much. Shows your personalized plates. Yeah, I was thinking I should get some personalized plates, man. I own 2 cars at the moment, but they only really drive one. What's your other one doing, man? Is it just like a project car? Alright, the PR is here. Oh, you already cleaned up the work tree? That's crazy. Maybe I should actually edit those instructions. Not clean up the work tree until I merge the PR. I just merge that PR. Make sure your work tree is cleaned up for sure. Second one is a Porsche 928 with LS swap, but it eats so much fuel. So it is a project car. Dang. Sounds fancy. What do you mean an LS swap? Is that possible, man? I don't know my car engines these days. Is the LS the dang Corvette engine or something? Or what? What's an LS engine? Yeah, it's a dang Corvette engine, huh? Alright, let's see. Engine swaps. Hey, if my car breaks down, my little Pontiac Vibe, I plan to swap in an engine in there as well. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Alright, so this one is fixed. Alright, you guys are done. Clear. Only this last thing remains. Hopefully it's done real. Oh, it's about done now. Oh shit, Rana Creed, my bad. I missed their messages. Let's create a new community called the Patchworks in your website to clean vibe coding errors. System prompt is memory MD. Not sure. Add a combo flame for text if you like reach 7x combo. Yeah, I'm thinking about turn off text animations since it's kind of slowing down stuff. The original V8 in the 928 was a bit dodgy, so sold it and swapped in an LS3 with the money I got from the sale. fancy. All right, I'll merge this one too. And then I think I need to update my memory MD. Can you update your memory.md file to say only delete the work trees once the PRs have been merged? Man, this thing can't understand me. We gotta get back to Whisper Flow. What's the goal of this project? Test 01. What's happened? I'm working on a typing game. So the goal is to fix bugs right now. It's my typing game. It's TypeBlazer. And it's like, you know, you type words and you see what your WPM is. I'm about to demo it right now because we just did some updates and we're trying to see if we fix these bugs. Alright, let me clear these contexts and then I merged everything. Yes. Now let me rebuild everything. There must be a better way to do this, man. Clicking all these buttons all the time. I guess I could use a CLI or something. Are you planning to monetize a typing website? Maybe. I don't know. That's not like my goals initially. My goals for this typing website is to build something to see how to build. Something that's... I think this project is decent enough scope where I can dive deep into building with AI and experiments with like my flow, my workflow and stuff like that. But I also like to see people use the website more than trying to build this for money. This is kind of like a starter project for me before I go into my main project. Memory MD is separate from Claude MD. Yes. Yes, yes. That last thing sounded like something to put in Claude. No, Claude MD, it hasn't been reading my Claude MD consistently, but it always reads my memory.md file. And I don't know where they store the memory MD. And it's something I just learned about a few days ago. Alright, we are trying to rebuild. So bring it down, bring it back up. How does Git work trees work? How do you test the multiple different builds? So if alright, right now, I'm not gonna lie, I just merge them into main and then I test them all in main at the same time because I'm lazy. But if I wanted to isolate a certain work tree or something, I'll come to my Docker. I'll show you what I do. I don't think this is the best way, but this is what I've been doing. I come into my Docker Compose, and then wherever, like if this says use this folder for my TypeBlazer API, I'll change it to be like whatever fix to use that work tree folder instead of the main one. And then I'll build from my Docker Compose here to test that work in the branch. And if it works, I'll merge it into main, and then I won't commit the changes to this Docker Compose file. You can also use like Docker Compose overrides or something that Claude suggested for me. Sometimes I even just tell the AI, hey, build me a new Docker Compose. Like if I have something that touches every single repo, I'll say, hey, just build me a new Docker Compose file to test all the new changes in like together. So, because sometimes a change spans multiple repos, like maybe it changes the front end and the back end and the C++ server at the same time, you know? So that's what I've been doing. All right, so now I have this thing up, TypeBlazer. Everything's kind of been jank, so let's see. Memory MD doesn't seem to be built in thing for Cloud Code that come from a skill. No, Memory MD is a thing, man. I'm telling you, it's fresh off the market. There's some documentation somewhere. Maybe here. I just read the doc. Say sure, man. Then did you read this? Memory. Oh wait. Nah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You gotta dig deeper. This was Claude. Oh, look, one day ago. Claude told me about this himself. I was like, I was getting so frustrated with it. I was like, hey, man, I put all these instructions in your Claude MD file, and you're still not following them. Please tell me how I can make you follow this thing every single time. And I was like, actually, I have this thing called Memory MD, and I've been using it, and it works. So, like, look. Look, I asked it, what's in your memory MD file? And it says, what's in my memory MD file? And this is something that's not in my Claude MD. I'm gonna ask it, where is your memory.md file? Oh, that Reddit thing said undocumented. I don't know if that's... Alright, so here it is, memory MD. It's in .claude in your user folder, .claude projects, and then it gives you... So you have one memory MD file per project, I guess. And then you can edit the rules and stuff. And it says this stuff gets loaded into the system prompt every single time. But it only reads the first 200 lines of the memory MD file per the project. And it's been working every time, man. Absolutely. More than the Claude.md. So it seems to be some new feature that they haven't publicly announced, maybe. Anyways, let's try this thing out, man. Race history looks good. That time looks good. We fixed that earlier. The time wasn't showing up right. Alright, let's start this race. What was something we changed? It wasn't joining the lobby automatically. So let's see if that works now. Oh, it joined it immediately. Very good. And then let me try it with my other account to get multiple players here. And then I'm gonna start the race. And then, should I race on the other one too? Let me see if it finishes when all players finish. Oh, the race finished. It finished, man. But it doesn't show the results that nicely. it's showing. Alright, something's up with that. Gotta improve that accuracy. Yeah, I gotta improve a lot. Alright, so how do I proceed from here? I check Superbase to see if anything is working. So this one, so look, it still says racing, man, when it should not be racing anymore. It should be finished. Mark it as finished and see. So like when I mark it as finished, now it shows up as the previous race results. So when the race gets marked as finished, it doesn't finalize it. What happens if you get an AFK typist? The championship race finishes in 2 minutes, Q. Also, what's happening, Q? So yeah, everyone has 2 minutes to finish the passage, and if someone doesn't finish in those 2 minutes, it's supposed to end, but it's not doing it correctly right now. So let's try to. Alright, there's a bug too. It says no winner. I know why that's happening though. T-shirt is dope. Thank you very much. My wife got me this. I done jumped in for a second. I'm on my way to work. Well, have a good day at work, Q, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have you tried Convex? I have not tried Convex, but lots of people have been telling me that Superbase sucks and Convex is the best ever to have been created. So maybe I'll stick with Superbase because I'm already integrated with Superbase right now. What's happening, Researty? Alright, a few bugs. How can I describe these bugs? I'm not even going to create an issue. I'm just going to talk with Claude to try and fix this bug. So maybe there's a superpower debugging skills. I wish I could talk to it, man. I want to debug an issue with this project. The issue is some championship races do not get finalized. What I mean is, after a race has finished, the race has no winner or winner WPM in the championship race table in the columns. However, the championship race results are there, so each participant is able to upload their individual results to the championship race result table. I imagine there is some inconsistencies in when we finalize a race. I want you to check everywhere where we end the championship race that it also finalizes that race when it ends. When a vendor locks you into Convex, nothing much, got laid off, dang. Hope the severance was good enough. Why did I choose Superbase? No reason. Because everybody was telling me use Superbase. And now everybody's telling me use Convex. I can't keep up, man. And I guess Superbase is open source. And there's a self-hosted option, which I guess is kind of attractive to me. And I guess Convex is also open source and has a self-hosting option. But I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with what. Sometimes you just gotta choose something and stick with it. And that's why I'm sticking with super bass. Douche, what's happening? Are you using Claude speech to text? I'm using built-in Windows speech to text, or Windows key and H or something. Do you think anyone is doping? What are you talking about? Lots of people are doping. What you talking about, man? You mean Olympics? I'm taking this time to relax a bit, not go too hard at the job search. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, man, but technically I got laid off too. Although I chose to get laid off. I volunteered to get laid off, so I guess I'm also not trying to find a job either, man. I'm chilling. I'm chilling and coding with Claude. That's how I'm spending my corporate breakaway attempt. Alright, what were we doing? We're telling this thing to do a bunch of work. I'm gonna close this session. There's other things we could work on, but I think I want to like fix this problem. This is one of the major problems. Once the championship races can run smoothly, I'll feel a lot better about the whole project, man. I got laid off from Google gang, yeah? Hey, I was gonna quit anyways, so it's like, I was so happy when they announced that there were gonna be layoffs. I signed up immediately. I wish I could see like the leaderboards for who signed up first to get laid off at the company. I'm pretty sure I'd have been at least top 2. Because I remember getting that email, I was sitting at my desk. Immediately, I clicked the link, I opened the link to sign up, put my name in, and I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I was like, man, do I really want to sign up? It's like, for sure I do. And I hit the button. Must have been the first one. Anyways. Dang, 100,000 tokens. Crazy. They're using all my dang things, man. 25%. I gotta wait February 10th. 4 more days to get. I should be alright. I don't really vibe code too much on the weekends. Stock price dipped because Elon and Doge started canceling contracts, so they needed to make the balance sheet look better. Dang. Put that on their resume? Wait, who's putting that on their resume? What's happening, Sorcerer? How you doing? Stony Eagle. What's poppin', man? Welcome to the party. Excellent. Both agents found the same root cause independently, which gives me high confidence. Let me now read the critical code sections to verify before designing the fix. Very nice, man. I've been using this skill plugin called Superpowers. It's the one skill that I think a lot of people recommend when I'm doing research. And I've been trying it for the last week or so. And I have to say, it's been doing a good job, man. Put that on your resume. Fastest resigner. Oh, yeah. Top in the company. Elite level of speed. That's 24% used, not left. Yeah, it's 24% used, not left. But this is, I guess, the week is 7 days. There's 4 days left in this thing. So in 3 days, I've used up 24% of the $200 max plan, which means I think I'm doing all right. I don't think I need another account, and I don't think I need to downgrade, because if I were to downgrade, I wouldn't be able to do anything right now, you know. 3 Claude windows at the same time. Man, 2 of them are doing nothing though. I'm really just waiting on this one to fix the major bug in my projects right now before I move on to anything else. Leaderboard site leaked out. Yeah, maybe. Wait, Superbase is just Postgres, right? And it's open source. I think that's a big part of the appeal. Yeah, I don't know. Is Convex the same? Yeah, Superbase is really just Postgres as a service with auth. I think that's the big thing that people say about Superbase is they've solved auth like many other places have solved auth. But then it's just, you're really just using Postgres with auth built by Superbase, so you don't have to worry about all that junk. A lot of people think that it's good to just use Superbase for your auth, and then you can use your regular Postgres stuff, like self-hosted Postgres database anywhere you want, like your site data and stuff, and just leave auth into Superbase. I was thinking about doing that, but then I just got lazy, and then I'm using Superbase for everything. I asked Claude to make a funny message for a new Twitch chat bot I'm working on. Initial comment: bot enters the chat. It's alive. Probably no promises it won't become sentient. Wait, that's the funny message it came up with? Oh no, just use Postgres current peak system design. Well, technically I am using Postgres, man. Yeah, right? Alright, so it made the plan. It's gonna fix everything. And we're good to go. And it's almost lunchtime, so I don't want to get too crazy with it. I'm gonna delete everything in my database. And then start this thing over. Meanwhile, recent article. Yeah, I'm not up to speed with all the memes, man. There's too many memes these days, man. Can't keep up. Alright, are we ready? Yes. Fix it. Just fix it, man. I trust you. This will be the last fix before lunchtime, and then we'll test it. If it works, we might get a launch this weekend, man, or by next week or something. I said that last week. Don't Defense is in the house. TypeBlazer time. Alright, I read up on Memory MD in that Reddit post. Seems to be an experimental feature. Might not stick around or might get significantly iterated on. Well, whatever it is, man, it's working a lot better than the Claude MD, that's for sure. Do you miss Meme Gen? Hey, I think my first 2 years, I was on Meme Gen all the time. Meme Gen is an internal Google meme board that people upload their memes and you can upvote them and stuff. But over the years, they've become more and more restrictive with the type of memes that you can upload. And then, so first it was like Wild Wild West. You can say whatever you want about whoever you want, curse anything. And then over time, they slowly started to censor it. Like, oh, now you can't curse. Now you can't say bad things towards anyone or anything. It always has to be like nice and cozy and stuff. And then they started to like delete memes that were too serious and calling out leadership and stuff. So then I stopped looking at Meme Gen, man. I'm not gonna lie, Meme Gen became whack. But Meme Gen is where I found my favorite meme, that C++ meme that I showed you some weeks ago. This one, well, yeah. This this one is where I found it on Meme Gen like 4 years ago. Anyways, do you have rate limiting to asking questions, or can I spam it? You can probably spam it, man. All right. Shit. Where's the TypeRacer at? No, but now that you mention it, I gotta put in some type of rate limit. Maybe you can test it out. Don't defense. No one's asked me a real question on that thing. It's always been some joke questions. Somebody asked me if they can, if I want to pay them $240 a month for them to edit my videos, and then I told them, yeah, hit me up, and then never hit me up. Another person asked me if I was gay, and I answered them. And then someone else asked me if my website is compliant with GDPR. I was like, man, people care about GDPR like that much? Why do you want to quit Google? Isn't that a dream job? Yeah, it was a dream job for me, but I don't know. I was there for a few years, and then I just needed a change. All right, first race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. I just got tired of working on the same boring stuff, and I thought I was wasting my time, although I enjoyed my time there. And I enjoyed getting paid a lot of money. But I did not enjoy how I was spending my time. I wasn't spending my time doing things I wanted to do. So that's why I quit, to do things that I want to do. Don't defense 109, man. Who's gonna beat Don't defense in here? Man, C++ meme is pretty funny. No, that is my favorite meme. My favorite programming meme of all time. I don't think anything comes close to that. That was more of an endurance test than anything. It was long. Yeah, that was kind of long. But that was just the warm-up, man. The championship round is about to begin. Should have saved for that Ask Simon feature. Hey, what do you mean? It's free. Did you ever get the Japanese toilets? How'd you know I wanted a Japanese toilet, man? We've reached the error limit of 3 questions per hour. Hey, look at that. I have rate limiting. I just forgot. Maybe I should put it to 1 question per hour. All right, here we go. Championship race. Man, so many typos. Top Gun quote, man. Come on. 106 for Don't Defense. Very good. Been lurking for ages, that's how. Yeah, I like Japanese toilets. That's for sure. You've become slower? Hey, I know. I think, I don't know why I'm so slow these days, man. I think that one in particular had a bunch of punctuation that I'm not good at punctuation, man. All right, last race 106. Man, what kind of All right, this is a good question, man. Actually, thank you. I need to fix that. I'm gonna leave it there for now, though. So to remind me to fix that. You told me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a great question, man. I need to add some word wrap or something there. I'm here to add you at 106. TypeBlazer. I hope we don't have to use this dang TypeBlazer leaderboard soon because we'll have TypeBlazer to go by. Alright, look at that, man. You missed some easy races, don't defense. Look, 88 WPMs. Too easy. Alright, old school variants were the ones about shooting your foot off. C makes it easy to shoot yourself in the foot. C++ makes it harder, but when you do, it blows your whole leg off. Who was asking about that? How did you go under 8? Man, it was a hard passage, maybe. That test is so don't defense. Yeah, it's a good one, though. What? How many hours a week do you put into Google when you work there? I think that's a tough question to answer because, all right, how many hours of focused work? Maybe like 10. How many hours of wasting my time to look like I'm working or showing up in the office and sitting at my desk, twiddling my thumbs, or going to the micro kitchen and talking with people, or going to the cafeterias and just whatever, maybe like 25 hours of that plus 10 hours of focus time. So it's like 35 hours of almost nothing, man. Wait, what is this? Thank you for sharing, but I ain't about to read all that. But maybe somebody will. What we're trying to do? Oh yeah, we're trying to. I'll address these, but I gotta go to lunch soon. I'm gonna take a screenshot, if anything. Maybe I'll just fix it real quick right now. Where are my terminals at? Where are my terminals, man? Here they are. It's not a bug or anything, but I'll just put it there. Hey, somebody asked a really long ass question with no spaces or anything, and just really one long string, and look how it made the UI be. You gotta fix that. Alright, so that's being worked on. This is being worked on. What is it searching for, man? I know this feeling when you get in a position where you don't learn anything and start being lazy doing boring tasks. Not boring tasks for everyone, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that's how it was. I learned so much in the first 2, maybe 3 years I was there. But I'd say in the last year and a half or so, my learning was minimal. And I was doing the same thing that I was doing for the last few years. And the same code base, the same everything. I'd say I was pretty good at implementing stuff. I didn't enjoy designing new features because designing stuff there was like so slow and annoying. But implementing once the design had been approved was alright. So people, like, my management chain knew that that was my strong point. So if we had like a tight deadline and we just needed somebody to get the job done and implement it, my name would always come up and I'd get that type of work. but it was kind of boring. Hey, what's happening, Brett? You went from TypeRacer coding with typing speed to Vibe coding with no typing. And building a typing game. Maybe that's why I've slowed down, is what you're saying. Curious, did you consider asking to move to a different team, or do you think that would just end up more of the same? Yeah, I think that would just been more of the same. And I really liked my team. Like, I think if I didn't have plans to be, like, I've always wanted to have my own business or something, small business owner, whatever. And I think if I didn't have those ambitions, maybe I'd have just stayed on that team because I like them so much. And I thought, if I switch teams, it might solve the problem for like a year, but then it's gonna come back again, that feeling. And then if I switch companies, it would probably solve the problem temporarily, but then that feeling would come back again. So I decided the best thing for me to do is just ride off into the sunset and see what I can do. Do you do database backups? I set some up last year with the SQLite database, so I have that stuff backed up, supposedly. I haven't checked them though. But my Superbase stuff is not backed up. I gotta look about that, to be honest. It's on my list of things to do, man. I should really do it before it gets out of hand. It's pretty much the same for every dev nowadays. You don't see much people staying 25 years in the same company. Yeah, there's a lot of people with like a long tenure at Google. Like so many people with 15, 20 years at Google. Alright, what are we doing? But I'm having a lot of fun vibe coding. This is so new and exciting to me. And I feel like it's still a lot of work. I don't think you can just vibe code something in a day like people claim. Maybe if it's simple enough. Or maybe I'm just not vibe coding efficiently or something. But I find myself like it takes a while to develop features that seem like it works okay-ish, you know? Well, it depends on the feature. I've had great success building MidnightSimon.com because it's so simple. It's just a CRUD website. Just updating database, putting new entries, reading from the database, stuff like that, you know? You guys know what CRUD means. I don't even know what it means, but I know it's like create, read, update, delete. But TypeBlazer is probably a little bit more than just a CRUD app. So it's been a bit more challenging to like get things to work correctly. But my idea is, alright, Midnight Simon was my real, it's like the bunny slopes for me. Simplest thing you can build, a CRUD app. Vibe coding easily handled that, I'd say. I was flying out new features so like easily. And then this is the next level, TypeBlazer, WebSockets and all that junk and other things. It hasn't been as easy, but it's still pretty easy, man. I just tell it what to do and it does it. Might not do it correctly the first time. We have to go back and forth, like emphasizing certain requirements. Maybe the design changes as things goes on and it gets messy, kind of like in real life. And then after TypeBlazer, I'm stepping it up one more notch to build something even a little bit more complex. Have you found Claude is much worse at C++? Maybe I felt like that last summer when I tried Claude. I don't think I have a good read on whether it's good or bad at C++, but it's created my championship server in C++, and I think it works. But I didn't like, I'm not auditing the code that well. I don't really look how it does it. I just see if it works. And then if it works, whatever performance, maybe it's like really bad performance, I just let it be. But my idea is maybe once I have everything working how I feel it should work, and maybe some test cases, unit testing, integration testing, then maybe I can start to benchmark it as well to get performance. And I want to like push it to its limits to see where it will start to break. But I don't think I'm quite there yet because there's still like very critical bugs in everything. So I'm trying to iron out as many of those critical bugs as possible. And then I want to stress test it with some, I don't know, I guess I'll have to have Claude build some type of bot thing that can just queue up thousands of people in a race and see if it breaks or something. Maybe I'll launch it live on my server so the server is isolated from the bots in terms of like CPU usage and stuff, and then I'll just hit the server. I don't know yet, Brett. But it's been doing okay with C++. Like, whatever I tell it to fix, it fixes just like in the front end at this point. But last year I had real big difficulties with building a C++ app. Like, it would always fail at compiling. Couldn't figure that stuff out. But this time around, I haven't had any issues with compiling. Or maybe it's since I just use Docker exclusively for the C++ stuff now, instead of trying to like compile C++ on Windows with Claude Code. Maybe that was like a recipe for disaster. But once I just fully use Docker for everything, things have been building like no issues, and the code works, I guess. So I haven't noticed anything that would tell me it's much worse at C++ right now. But that would be my guess, because there are so much more examples of front-end code and TypeScript are using WSL. I'm not using WSL. I'm just in PowerShell, and then I have everything Dockerized or containerized. So, all right, let me show you. Where's my? Oh, I guess this just did the fix. Let me. All right, so this would be a C++. Well, we're not gonna review it, man, because I don't really review stuff. But we're gonna merge it. Chromantic King, what's happening? Follow because I know a Yardie accent when I hear one. Blessings, fam. Hey, thank you very much for coming in. I am definitely from Jamaica. I moved away, but my family still lives there. And I go back often. Usually like once a year. I haven't been back in a year or so. I'm overdue. Alright, I was gonna show you yeah, so anytime I want to test, I just have this Docker Compose front end API. The API is not C++. The TypeBlazer server is C++. And then the championship server is C++. So this has been wonderful for me because it just compiles every time. I've been having trouble compiling C++ otherwise. Why Windows? You're a gamer? I'm a gamer and a streamer, man. The stock guy. What's happened? Cool if I raid you. Hey, you can raid me for sure, man. We're just doing a little vibe coding. From Trelawney, but live in Toronto. I'm from Ocho Rios, and I haven't said where I live. But we're in the same time zone. Alright. So let's test out this thing. I've tried to hack Sam, but I have failed. Maybe next time. What? You tried to hack me, my website. What'd you do, man? Alright, so I just put everything up via the question interface. Dang. I can. Oh yeah. I see. You tried to update your TypeBlazer stuff. Hit them with the ADS when they come in. Oh, that has Jake Programming. What's happening? How you doing? Fallen Learns. What's wrong with Toronto? Nothing is wrong with Toronto. Do a TypeBlazer. Do a TypeBlazer with the Raiders. Hey, we can. I heard your voice in the stream when he was asking if I was like, oh yeah, dang, I'm famous. Yeah, nobody's rated, so I don't know. Hey, is this stock guy a famous person, man? I'm about to be rated by the biggest rate I've ever gotten. Or what? It's possible. Dang. No, I'm nervous. I'm too nervous, man. But I don't think we can handle a TypeBlazer if they come in. You think we're gonna, if they did a TypeBlazer, it will break TypeBlazer? There are degen stock gamblers. Alright. I forget what I was doing though now. Yes. Yes, create the PR and I'll merge it. Oh, Jesus Christ. The raid is here. Hello everybody. Thank you very much for that raid, stock guy. I didn't even know it was gonna be a crazy raid like this, man, when he came in here saying that. But I guess I'm ready for it. If you guys like type racing, or if you guys think you can type fast, I'll challenge everybody to a race. I'm not that fast, but I just like type racing. Anyways, my name is Midnight Simon, and I like to program. These days I'm doing a lot of vibe coding. Here we go. So I've been streaming for a while. This is my little community here. We do a lot of leak code. If you know about programming, leak code is like algorithm puzzles. And then we do a lot of type racing too. So first race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. If you have a TypeBlazer account, you want to log in, man. And thank you very much for all the follows. All right, here we go. First race, warm-up, second race, championship round. Ads? What are you talking about, ads? What island am I from? Dang, the race started. I'm from Jamaica. You guys making me super nervous. And I was about to go for lunch, man. I don't think I can go now. I gotta stick around. Alright, that was just a little warm-up for everybody. Dang, first place 126. Don't defense 122. Clistar 90. And a bunch of guests. Hey, who's out here typing 126 and you don't even have a TypeBlazer account? Leak code as in Google interview, yeah. I used to work at Google, but I just quit 3 months ago to vibe code all day. I quit because I'm tired of that corporate life, and I'm so excited to see what I can build with all this AI, LLM nonsense everybody's talking about, man. So, play ads? Man, how do I even play ads? I'm not trying to play ads for everybody. Is that what people do when you get rated? How much money will I get? Like $1? I don't care about ads, man. Type commercial 180. Wait. Alright. Is that gonna work? I don't know, dang ads out here. Just do it. I'll do it. You guys bullying me, I'll do it, man. $60 bumping, man. Alright, shit. Championship race, man. Long ass race. Alright, you guys ready? lock in. Man. 161 R Wong. Ricky. Very nice speed, man. You are the TypeBlazer champ. That first race was a round. This is the championship round. Ricky Wong, 48. You're going on my websites. Man. My website, I have a TypeBlazer leaderboard. And I'm just gonna add a new champ. How much was it, man? 161. Wait, what was your username? R Wong 48. 161. Alright, here is, we've done a lot of TypeBlazers on this channel. Yeah, 161 is insane, man. Busy watching ads, so I can't even see him react to my 161. Dang, I put your dang TypeBlazer name. Maybe I should put your Twitch name, Ricky Wong. But Ricky Wong's 161 is not even the fastest race in history here, man. Wait, let me reply to Ricky Wong here. Very fast speed. But check this out. Check it out. These are the fastest speeds. There's this one dude in the channel, Pixel Pusher. Crazy fast, man. And then Fluffy's around here sometimes. Zapak. And then there's Ricky Wong, the 54th fastest speed on this channel. 161. That's a crazy speed. Anyways. This was that was a long one for sure. Alright, man. I don't even know what to do with so many people here. I can't just leave, right? Stock Guy's my most watched streamer. He amazing. Yeah, I remember you telling me about this guy, man. I didn't know he was that crazy though. Giant word bomb. Hey, you guys want to play word bomb? Bomb party. Alright, here's another fun game. Shows your tits? Nah, I don't think so, man. Would be a power move if you left. Hey, it's lunchtime, man. It's 1 p.m. That's when I leave for lunch. But I'll stay a little bit. I like to do TypeBlazers. Well, first, I like, usually I'm programming junk, but I don't think you guys want to see me vibe code right now. Maybe you guys want to play my favorite game to play with Twitch people. It's called Bomb Party. And once I share this link with you, everybody needs to join real quick. Oh, there's people on YouTube. Anybody on YouTube? It's all blank. Wait, hold on, man. YouTube, I don't have time for you right now. Bomb Party, you gotta click join right now, man. This game, alright, you don't automatically join. You gotta click it on the screen. Even though it says starting. Like, I see a lot of people in here, but you're gonna miss out. Oh, it's my turn. So it gives you a bomb with some letters, and you have to type a word that has those letters in that word. Man, you help me regain my thinking nowadays. It's like without chat GPT or AI, I can't even write any simple logic back end or front end. What? It's all blank. Help me get out of this loop. I don't know what the hell to tell you. Welcome to the party. So, all right, you gotta type a word that has those letters in it. So feeble, that's good. DE, delta, very good. RM could be something like not RAM, like ARM, RRO, borrow maybe. So we'll play another round after this because I think a lot of people don't know you gotta click to join. Anyways, what kind of developer are you? Front end, back end? I used to be a C++ infrastructure software engineer, but now I'm just nothing. I'm just a vibe coder, man. I don't really do much, to be honest. I just tell Claude to do everything for me and I review it. PLI. Splinter. Yeah. Man, I know this game is kind of tough sometimes. How long you work for Google? I worked at Google for 4 years. And I started streaming because I wanted to prepare for my Google interview. And I streamed for 5 months, and that's how I got streaming, doing leak code. And then I got my job, and that was like a few years ago. So you really think we go extinct because of Claude? No, I don't think software developers are going extinct. It's JVN, yes. Wait, what? I think if anything, software development is going to change. Like, we're not going to be doing the same things we used to do, but we're still going to develop software. Maybe we don't type the code like we used to all the time, you know. But I think it's like, man, the whole world is using software. Everything runs on software, man. To think that all of those jobs are just... Dang, I couldn't think of a word. It's so easy, though. To think that the whole world runs on software, to say that it's going to go away just because of AI, that'd be crazy. That's the first time we got the AI will replace us question today. Yeah, that is the first time. Usually I get that question like all the time. Gonna be QC testers. Yeah, I'd say that is more accurate to what I do, man. I'm basically a QA tester. I just tell the AI what to do, and then I go in and I go quality control it. And then if there's something wrong, dang, I'm dead. If there's something wrong, I just tell the AI, hey, found no problem. Can I play TypeBlazer? No. So I'm actually working on vibe coding a TypeRacer like website called TypeBlazer. And it's not fully working yet. This is what I've vibe coded, man. I'm working on it. I'm trying to launch it soon in like a, not full release, but like a beta to get, you know, more bugs figured out and solved. And the whole idea behind this is to just have somewhere we can go race. That's not TypeRacer because I don't really like that website, but I do like the game. Anyways, should we go back to the bomb game real quick? We're gonna play one more bomb game. This is just like a warm-up, man. to like get everybody to know how to play it. Dang, Clistar has won the game. Looking good so far. Thank you very much. This is my wife, by the way. Alright, here we go. The real bomb game is about to begin. Dang, I didn't join. Come on, man. I hate this site too because it always doesn't let you join in time. Anyways, do I invest in Google? Hey, Google is one of my largest holdings right now. You guys got some tips for me? Make a bomb game too? Yeah, I think we gotta make a bomb game to replace this. This UI is so shit, man. Hey, I know you guys are stock people and stuff. Maybe you guys can give me some tips. Where should I put my money, man? I'm going to ask you for a YOLO. Alright, I only got Google as like almost half of my holdings. You should have told him sell options against your Google. The one stock I got is Google, and then I got half of my money in index funds, and then I got like $5,000 of Rolls Royce, and that's it, man. So I'd say like almost half my net worth in Google, half my net worth in index funds, and then a little chump change in Rolls Royce. We'll see. Google SP500. Don't listen to us for degens. Hey, sometimes the degens got some nice moves though. I like going all in and rolling the dice, you know. Why put something in Rolls Royce? I don't even know, but I did a little bit of research and I was trying to do like some type of nuclear play. I got into Rolls Royce at 191. Dang, that's balling. I got it at like $10. But I was trying to play nuclear somehow. And everyone says Rolls Royce is making all the nuclear stuff. I didn't do much due diligence, man. That's why I don't have a large holding in Rolls Royce. But it's been bumping, I guess. Anyways, you would fit in well with the stock guy community. Oh yeah, because I like Google, or what? What do you suggest to someone who is having a hard time getting interviews? I'm a data engineer to give you context. If you have a hard time getting interviews, that means your resume is whack and you should probably experiment with changing it up a bit. If you're using just one resume and then that's not giving you results, I'd say switch your resume, change your email, and go again. Maybe use your middle name or something on your resume, and then put new words in there. Like, redo your resume pretty much and send it again. If you still don't get responses, do that again and again until you start to get responses. Smart Coder, welcome. Hey, I got a big raid from the stock guy, so that's what's happening right now. And we're just chilling. Anu Beta, thank you very much for that hydrates. Cheers. Or you want to gamble on stocks when Polymarket exists? Yeah. I want to gamble on Polymarket too, man. Yeah, I love Google stock too, man. I can't get enough. It is my biggest holding for sure. But that's because I used to work there, man. So I just never really sold any of the stocks they gave me. Which doesn't feel sustainable. Yeah, maybe like I like Google for, I think they're well positioned with this AI craze. I think they have a crazy moat, man. I think they're also like making their own hardware. They got like the full vertical integration with AI going on. I think also like they have crazy, YouTube is just bumping. The TPUs are out there. They got Waymo that's also bumping, man. Like Waymo, no one even knows how far Waymo will go, but they're about to put servers in space, man. Oh shit. Bomb game. One more time and then I think I gotta go, man. As much as I'd like to stay, I think I gotta go. It's so cold and I'm so hungry. What is Waymo? Waymo is self-driving cars. Waymo can't scale fast? Well, I don't know about that. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Shit. RIS? Wrist. Come on, I didn't think of that. Waymo just got cooked in Congress, though. They are hiring people overseas to drive the Waymo. Dang, for real? Could you read John Hammond if you need to go? Who's that? Maybe. What's the name of the typing game? Which one? There's TypeRacer. That's the one we did earlier. And then there's the one I'm working on. It's called TypeBlazer. That's not yet launched. Yeah, John. Who's John Hammond? Oh shit! Is it my turn? Jeez. Check your Discord, but don't say anything. Well, what are you talking about, man? Anyways. Alright. Man. WL? I don't know. Bowl. Easy. Steven Sagaball, secret man, you are already in my Discord. My Discord is walled off, but maybe I can just send a link. Oh, I don't want to show my Discord, man. Hold up, you got. Do I open up my Discord? I don't know. It's walled off, man. Oh, Smart Coder just redeemed the thing to send it to everybody. So if you guys want to join my Discord, here's a link. Dang, and I'm not even playing the bomb game. I'm gonna die. Jeez. My bad. Yeah. I make an effort to boycott Waymo for taking away jobs from people who actually need the money. Saitama, the Dalai Lama, what's happened? Interesting. When do you think TypeBlazer will be done? Hopefully no. I'm trying to get it launched in like a week or so. But I don't think it will be done for some time because I'd want TypeBlazer to be a project that I'm always working on and always like improving and adding features over the next few years. I like your plants in the background. Thank you very much. A lot of them are dying, I think. Anyways, I should probably capitalize on this raid, man, but I don't got the energy in me, man. You guys make me hungry. I gotta go eat and live my life, you know. I don't know how much you made on ads. Hey, I don't know how to check, but it can't be that much, right? Couple bucks. Like $5, $20, yeah. I didn't even really want to run an ad, but everybody kept saying ads. So maybe it's like a thing with the community that you guys have. You raid a small streamer and then you just tell them to run ads to give them some bucks. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go buy lunch with that. It's a way to give money. Yeah, that's a nice way of doing things, I have to say. They beg for ads and they leave when it's over. Yeah. Yeah, that's very nice, actually. Anyways, I was working on one last thing, so maybe I'll finish up what I was working on before the raid, and then I really gotta go, man. Alright, so 2 PRs. Alright, I'm gonna leave this bomb game since... Oh, Clistar is still in there. I guess I'll leave it open for now, just to watch. It was so weird seeing people beg for ads. Hey, thank you very much, everybody. And Subclever, JV is me. Thank you so much for the follow. And everyone who followed me earlier, thank you. And then, all right, here we go. So it created this PR. I'm just gonna merge it. Delete the branch, and then I'll just have this one merge that. Gotta bring down the Docker. Darth Hollister and Bruh Hugly. Thank you very much for the follows. And Daniela. Thank you very much for the follow. It's me on Subclever's profile. Man, what are you talking about? Can I call people out in chat? Steven Sagaball. Wait, who you calling out, man? Some people ruined the surprise. Hey, what do you mean? The stock guy came here and asked if it's alright to raid. And I recognize that name because I think I've heard, you know, the stock guy, but I didn't really... But you thought he was small. Yeah, I didn't think he was tiny. I didn't think it was 2,000 people coming in here, though. Alright, here we go. I merged that. I'm building... Did I just build? I think I just built it. I forget what... What did we just fix, man? Finalize endpoints. Oh yeah, to finalize the races. Okay, so now I'm gonna test my TypeBlazer thing one more time. So I go to championship race. Let me go to another on both accounts. Gotta open up my lobby. And then here we are. So I join on this account, join on that one, and then I start the race. So the way TypeBlazer is gonna work is there's a championship race every hour on the hour. And I envision like everybody coming in to race all day. And then there's gonna be ELOs for typing. Like ELO rating. Hold up. I'm just testing it out, man. Cultural change. Tech. My fingers are cold. And my stomach is hungry. Alright, so that's finished there. And then I gotta do the race on this account too. And then we gotta see if the race actually finalized. We've been having a bug where the races won't finalize everything and the results aren't stored properly. So I think we just fixed that, but now we're kind of testing it to see if it's fixed. Alright, race is finished. Now I'm going to check in Superbase to see what's up. I don't think it worked, man. What kind of keyboard is that? It is a Bubble 75. Alright, I think there's still something wrong, but I'm gonna have to fix this offline on my own time because I'm pretty sure it's lunchtime, man. I can't work when I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk to this thing real quick. Hey, I just merged that PR, but I think it still doesn't work. So there's some more stuff we gotta do. I'll talk to you later about this though. Can we do another bomb game? Alright, you guys want to do one more bomb game and then I really gotta go? Alright. But man, he just won. Alright, here we go. One more bomb game. But you guys gotta be quick to join, right? 1 million channel points. Yeah, to get the keyboard. One more bomb game. We gotta join right now. Nobody wants to play though. 5 seconds to join. Alright, I'm gonna take this one seriously. I'm not reading chat too much. Alright, it's my IO. Dang. I'm fully focused on this bomb game, man. 100%. KJ bets. Come on now. NR. That one is tough. Ner. I don't even know. NR. Oh. You guys getting some hard ones. Alright, so we gotta beat Dreaded Oreo, man. Here we go, man. Man, KJ bets. Very good. What kind of word is that, man? You can't be typing that stuff here. Jeez. Is this a word? Sup? Jesus. Alright. Jake programming is dead. Fully focused on the bomb game. I'm trying to win this time. Jesus Christ. I couldn't type it fast enough, man. Kane. Thank you for your stream. I'll be back for another one. Have a great lunch. Hey, Dyflo Heinsberg. Thank you very much for tuning in. And hope to see you again, man. See you later. What kind of YCH, man? How the hell? I'm dead. Maybe I should have. I can't believe I died. Anyways. Diplo Heisenberg. I see. My bad. My bad. Yeah, sometimes it's hard reading people's names on Twitch. Like, you don't know where the spaces are supposed to be. Anyways, do I gotta wait if I died? Can I just end stream? Or somebody said I should go raid somebody. Who was that person? Any review on Opus 4.6? I didn't do any type of in-depth review or anything. But I can say there was one really small bug that I was surprised Opus 4.5 could not fix. I tried 2 times. I didn't try really hard, but I was like, hey, I took a screenshot. I was like, look at this. It looks weird. Can you fix it? Opus 4.5 tried twice. Both times it said it fixed it, and it did not. And then yesterday, as soon as Opus 4.6 came out, I was like, hey, fix this. And it fixed it. So it worked. But that's not very scientific, you know. But overall, I've been having a really good time with Opus. I say I've been vibe coding, but maybe vibe coding is not the right term, since I don't just say, hey, go build me this, and I don't look. I'm a bit involved with like the architecture a bit. Yeah, I have the max package. I have the $200 max plan. I don't review my code or anything, but I do test what it outputs, not with unit tests or integration tests, but I test it like I'm a QA engineer. And then anything that doesn't feel right or doesn't work right, I make a GitHub issue. And like, so I've been trying to keep myself organized with all the issues. And then anytime I unleash Opus onto something, I just tell it to pick an issue, or I'll specify which issue to do, and I'll have that LLM focus only on that one issue, instead of like, hey, just fix all the problems in my code base. Tokens run out real fast with, yes. I'll show you my usage. I'm not like crazy vibe coding, but here's my usage. I've used up to 25% of my weekly allowance for the $200 max plan, which is a lot, maybe. I think the $100 max plan is 5 times as less than the $200 max plan. And I think maybe it's 20 times as much as the Pro. I'm not sure. But if you're doing any type of serious vibe coding, I think you absolutely need the max plan. Wait, don't defense, you won? Nobody saw. Alright, there you go. Dang, don't defense won. Hey, I'm showing it now, man. You don't even try the new dev team flow. Is that the thing where it can use the agent thing? And I'm like, hey, I want you to behave like some agents? Or how does that work? I haven't tried that. Anyways, Dumpy Don, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Chung Yu Searle, what's happened? Welcome, welcome. It's like you have a whole dev team. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like, man. It seems that's the direction where software development is heading, where each individual contributor now is basically a manager of a dev team. And maybe the skills are a little bit different now going forward, but there's a lot of overlap. I guess time will tell how it all plays out, but I'm trying to stay on top of things. Hey, don't defense. Thank you very much for the sub. Alright, I'm gonna show on my website. I have my wall of subscribers. Oh, Clistar, don't defense. Thank you very much. And anytime somebody subscribes while I'm live, I'll add them. So don't defense. Thank you very much for the sub. And then they get, look at that. 1 star means a sub, and 1 diamond is like bits. And then Clistar, thank you very much. So this is my little website, man. I vibe coded this web. Well, first I built my website originally by hand, and then I vibe coded a lot of other features. Should automate this with AI. I could automate it, but it doesn't. It's not the same, man. I think people like to see when they subscribe that I actually go onto my thing and I bring attention to it and I manually type their name out. I could easily integrate it with Twitch and just have it automatically populate, but where's the fun in that, man, you know? It's funny, whenever Clistar subscribes, the household loses money, yeah. So this is what I work on. It also shows other LeetCode streamers. LeetCode is something that it's like algorithm puzzles that people get asked in technical software engineering interviews. So people like study LeetCode all day, all the time. That's how I started streaming. And then I have my leaderboards for TypeBlazer. Ricky Wong just won from the earlier TypeBlazer we did. Very nice speed. I also keep track of like LeetCode stuff here. Like we can see who did how many problems. Dang, Dumpy Don, 23 problems in the last week or so. Was that your biggest raid? It might be one of the top 2 biggest raids. I think I don't know if Primogen has raided me a couple times. And I think it's similar size, like 1500, 2K when Primogen raids. But that doesn't happen often, man. So this was one of the biggest raids, yes. One time Leon, Learn with Leon raided me with like 1700 people. Any recommendation on preparing for a C++ interview? I'm going to get some. Yeah. I recommend doing as many mock interviews as possible. You can practice all you want by yourself without talking and solving problems or whatever, but I think once you're in the real interview and you have to speak while you're coding and share your thought process, if you haven't practiced that before, you're gonna probably feel a little bit strange. So my advice to you is to do as many mock interviews as possible. Get all your friends to mock you. There's websites where you can schedule mock interviews with other people. It's called Pramp. Practice mock interviews. Here's a link. I use this when I was preparing, but I think the best way, and you might not want to do this, the best way to prepare for an interview is to just stream it, man. Stream yourself studying the LeetCode stuff or whatever, and treat every problem that you do like it is an interview. And you go through the problem, you talk about how you're going to solve it, observations that you've made. Maybe you talk about what was I gonna say, man? I'm gonna say ask clarifying questions, but everything is already clarified in the thing. But once you talk your thought process, you discuss time complexity, even if no one is in chat, it really helps you. You can go look back at your videos and see how you performed, what you'd like to change, and how you think you'd grade yourself if you were interviewing yourself. So I feel the best way is to just really do some live interviews. Do you plan to have a coaching stream? I'm willing to join one like that. I'm planning to do some type of interview coaching shortly. But I have a lot of work to do. I'm thinking I need like at least a month or so to prepare that. I want to give a lesson on algorithms, the whole thing, like a crash course, maybe a 1 month course, 2 months, and I'll do everything on Twitch. I plan to do that in March or so. Can you show us your MD, your Cloud MD files? For sure, I can. So let me find it. My Cloud MD is like this, but I found there's a new thing with Claude called memory.md, and it's a lot more reliable if you want like very specific instructions every time you talk to it and give it a prompt. So my instructions are mainly, it gives like a little overview of the project, but the main instructions I like to keep is like how to do the workflow. And I like to try to run parallel agents, right? So I try to give it instructions on how to run parallel agents, or how to make each agent run in an isolated environment so that they're not having a bunch of merge conflicts with other agents if I'm running them as well. And that's mainly teaching it how to use work trees, get work trees. So I tell it before it does any work, it needs to verify it's in the right repository, and then it needs to make sure it's up to date, and then it should never work in the main branch or the main folder. It should always create a new work tree with the new feature branch, and then do all the work in that isolated branch. And then once it's done, it creates the PR. And then once I merge the PR, I give it instructions on like cleaning up after. But that's in my Cloud MD. It's also in my memory.md file. If you've never heard of a memory.md file, that's because it's brand new. It probably just dropped like 2 days ago. And it sounds like it's an experimental feature. Digital Bobo, what's happening? I need to find some good React practice. I'm a PHP dev and my React gets rusty when not working in it daily. Yeah, I don't know much about React or PHP, but I think there's a lot of React resources out there. What's that? What's what? Memory.md. There's a Reddit. Dang. Memory.md Claude. There's a Reddit post about it if you want to read about that. Do you scope rules to apply to only certain paths? Yeah, I guess so. I guess I do that. And I think the memory MD thing is also per project, so it has a one memory file per project. Advice for getting into vibe coding. Akira Eclipse. What's that, man? Say that depends on what your skill level is. Are you a developer? Are you a non-developer? That would be very crucial information. Cass Hearn Sins. Thank you very much for the follow. So if you're a developer, I'd say just jump straight into like using Claude in the terminal on your code base and experimenting. If you're not a developer, maybe you can start with Google AI Studio or something like that, perhaps. Yeah, non-dev, Replit, I don't know, Lovable. I haven't really used the non-dev tools or like Google AI Studio, but I hear AI Studio is bumping, man. I came with the stock guy raid. I tried vibe coding some momentum indicators for trading view before. It was very fun to vibe code. I need to go. I check your stream for more vibe coding later. NS1 Gaming, thank you very much. I'll look out for you. See you later. I gotta go too, actually. I'm about 40 minutes over my time. I usually end at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and it's now 1:40. So, all right, let's go, man. I'm here from the stock guy raid. Yeah, lots of people are here from. That was a really big raid, one of the biggest raids I've ever gotten. Who gonna raid, man? Should we just raid this guy? This guy's working on something interesting, a game. I don't know if you care about games, man. Or, wait, somebody said I should raid somebody, but I don't remember who that somebody was. But here we go, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome, everybody, from Stock Guys Raid. I gotta go now, but I stream almost every day Every day except Sunday, I stream. Sometimes I stream twice a day. Mondays and Wednesdays, I stream twice a day. My schedule is on my website, midnightsimon.com. And we're going to go raid this guy. He's building a game. He's launching his game in 39 days. And I think he's chill. Alright. See you later. Yores Nemo. Cool stream, fun games. Nice to see you. Yay. Thank you. See you next time. Sub Clever. Slickdo 200. Miss Pretty Savage 08. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. Dumpy Don. See you later, man. Thank you very much for being here, Dumpy Don. Akira Eclipse. Have a good day. Enjoy the weekend. S Mantai V. See you later. Digital Bobo. Adios. Don't Defense. See you next time. Nemal Dev. Dreaded Oreo. Have a good night. Tonko Blanco. Adios. JV is me. Demon Puke. K Gopot So. See you. KJ Betts. Have a good night. Digital Drummer J. Darth Hollister. Have a good night, man. Everybody on YouTube. See you later. Sorry I missed your question.